Good day everyone, and welcome to a brand new game on the channel called Production Line. And this of course will be episode 1. Now this game is all about making cars predominantly, but underlying that is it's all about efficiency and profitability. So we're just here on the start a new game screen, and we are going to go big time into this game and pick the mega factory with $3 million in the bank to start off with. Now, I'm going sandbox because I really want to play it as a business with competitors. If we go free play, we don't have any financial limits or competition. So we can't go broke. And free play means we get everything and we still don't have any competition. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to start off, and we're going to do it like we do all our games, run it like a real business without trying to borrow money where at all possible. However, I have to say that in this particular game, I have had a bit of a go at it, and going broke, I will have to say, is a real option. And in this game, when you go broke, i.e. you run out of money, that's the end of the game. You lose. So it's, in that sense, it's quite real. It's quite real. So let's get on with this. We're going to have a mega factory. We're playing sandbox, so we have to develop our tech as we go, make some profit, and beat the competition when they start off. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Production Line. And we need to have a company now. What looks good for a motor car? How about that one? Sure, why not? That one? Yeah, I like that one. Do we want to be Positech Industries? Probably not. We want to be, I think something with a grump in it. Grumpota? Yeah, I like that. Grumpota. Could sound like something we know, but maybe not. There you are. Now, what have we got going up here? Let's pause the game. Game is paused. So, here we have... Ooh, this is very interesting, isn't it? This is our mega factory. Now, we obviously have this area unlocked. And this is where we can build. Now, I happen to know that the green bits are for R&D and things like that. The blue arrows we have up here are where things go out of the factory, and the green arrows coming in are where things come into the factory. So that's pretty straightforward. Then over time, and I guess with money, voltage pack store, the bike shack, plumbing supplies are us. Oh, okay. Well, over time we get to buy out these areas for an hourly cost. Man, look at the hourly cost. Holy dolly. All right, we get to buy out areas where we can expand our production facilities. But for just now, we are limited to here. So let's have a quick look at this for a second. We've got... Can you... Whoa! Back! Hang on. We got a tutorial. This shows various data about the overall efficiency of your factory. In an ideal world, every car would always be currently busy having work done to it, and every production slot would always have a constant throughput of cars. In practice, this is extremely difficult, and I suspect that is what we are going to find out. Factory efficiency stat. Oh, okay. Hotkey E. We press the hotkey E. Can we rotate the map? Message from Chief. Okay, hang on. Pause the game. Pause the game. Message from Chief Operating Officer. Slots. Okay. Message from Chief Operating Officer. It looks like we need to produce a lot more cars. Good move. Did we really hire a guy who says we need to produce more cars when we have nothing in the factory? The number of customers has exceeded the production level consistently over the last 2 hours. Well, the game's been running for 35 minutes. So this guy, I'm guessing he works for the competition because that's just insane. All right. So what have we got going on here? There are 1, 2, 3 entry points down here and 1 exit point. There's an exit point up there and 1 entry point. We've got 1 entry point there. We've got 1, 2, 3 entry points here and 1 exit point. I'm suspecting that what we probably want to do is run it, and I'm going to go, south to north. Let's assume that's the way forward here, and then out that door there. So what have we got going on here? Launches the in-game play guide to learn details of how to play. Cool. Options. Yes. I must say too, though, that before I started the game, I did turn the sound volume for music right off because YouTube has a thing about music in games. Save, yes. Slots. These are all the slots that we can build. Our production slots. Factory decoration, demolish, advanced manufacturing, quality check, fit, accessories, fit, engine, paint, right. Okay. And research. To carry out any research, you need to place down 1 or more research facilities. You will find them inside the facilities folder in the slot picker on the main screen. Well, that couldn't have been any clearer if you'd have tried. Made an awful lot of noise. Slot picker. Facilities. Research. $71,000. Holy dooly. Power demand 60. Right, we're going to have to look at power at some point. I'm guessing toggles the visibility of blueprints in normal display mode. No, all right. I'm guessing that's marketing. Car showroom. This is a list of all the cars you have completed construction of, but have not yet sold. Their prices will vary depending on what features each car has. Having an empty showroom suggests your cars are too cheap, whereas having an overstock showroom suggests you need to lower your prices. Yes, fair enough. Car designs. This is where we go to design our cars. And we have budget, mid-range, expensive, and luxury. Interesting. Budget. Okay. The individual car models your factory produces are shown here. Each model can have an enormous number of variations based on which features are included in the vehicle. And all these features are priced individually. Your salespeople will automatically match prices to the current market price for each car feature, although you may choose to overrule them here to make cars sell faster or slower. Each model can have an enormous number of variations based on which features are included with the vehicle. So if we have a model, say a sedan, and we add features to it, that individual car sells for different price, even though it's in the same model. So if I'm reading this correctly, we can have different models without identifying them as different. They will get different prices. Well, we're going to find that out. That's for sure. The current price of the car is shown here along with the price category it currently falls into. When prices reach certain levels, that category will change, and buyers' expectations of what features will come with the car will change also. Do not try to make luxury cars, for example, until you have researched all the features that people will expect. Sure. Okay, so the main new model. You can create different variants of each car. Ooh. Perhaps to have models at each price category. Oh, okay. A budget, a mid-range, an expensive, and a luxury. By clicking the New Model button, you can also archive old models, which will prevent new ones of that type being produced. Okay, design features. These are the features currently researched that you can apply to your car models. Ticking them here ensures that when they get to the right slot on the production line, if that slot has the upgrade installed, the feature will be added. Obviously, features add to the price of the car. These are the features. These are the features. Where are the features? Designed features. Okay. Close. Okay. So that's car design. Then we've got factory statistics, production slots, components, features. Yes. Then we've got achievements. That's me fiddling around. We don't care about achievements. Now. Take a screenshot, right? Take a screenshot with the user interface disabled. Toggle display of overhead conveyors, fine. Toggle display of slot and vehicle notices and warnings, fine. Okay. So, hang on, why? I thought we paused that. We've just wasted an hour and 39 minutes of game time. Okay, well, all right, fine. All right, so the first thing we need to do is make a production line and start making some cars. But I suspect the first thing we actually need is a car. So we can name it, we can give it a style, and we can get it a price. And at the moment, we have the selection criteria of sedan. So I know, let's get sedan. And we're going to name it, well, sedan. Sedan. B for budget. I don't know. Okay, let's try not doing anything to it. Features. Can we make any features? There are no features. Okay. That's it. It's basic. So what if we... look at you. Aren't you a clever little thing? And then you go into mid-range. And that's where the gross profit comes in. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it smack bang in the middle there at 24,000. Oh, it goes down by $500. Yeah, okay, $23,500. We have a selection of berry red. By default, cars get given a random color, and the color has no effect on sales. If you like, you can choose which colors each car model gets by toggling them on and off using these icons. Note that some colors are only unlocked by achievements. If you like, you can choose which colors each car model gets by toggling them on and off using these icons. Henderson welding stools. What the heck is that? Okay, I don't know if I've just consigned these all to be this color. Okay, so the style Okay, all right, the price. Okay, the sedan B. So this is the sedan basic. Budget. Okay, sedan budget. Have we made it? You can't see it. Okay, style. Right, price, done. I think we're done. Are we good? Message from Chief Operating Officer. It looks like we need. Really? Yeah. Okay, fine. What? Why doesn't it stay off? I want it to stay off while I do this. Okay, so now we have to build the slots. So I think this is the order in which it's done. Okay, so we'll get a convey. No, we won't. We'll get chassis assembly. Okay. In which direction do you travel? I think you travel that way. Chassis directory. Okay. Now the body. Good work. Now you need to place down the fit body slot. Seriously? Okay. Make sure it is placed somewhere in front of the previous slot. Check the arrows. Yep. You may want to leave a gap of a few tiles between the two to allow for later expansion. All right, well, you know what? I'm open to suggestion. So let's fit the body and leave a gap of 2. Because 2 between the actual red things, I'm guessing. Conveyor belts. To get cars to travel between slots, you need to connect them using conveyor belts. Select the conveyor belt tool, then click and drag in the right direction from chassis to body slot. Okay, from chassis to body slot. Right-click anywhere on the screen to cancel the conveyor placing mode, then click Continue. Resource importer. As well as being connected by conveyor belts, most production slots will need a connection to the resource network that imports resources to the factory. To get started, zoom out until you see a potential slot for a resource importer and place one down. Well, it turns out that you are a potential slot. That's a resource importer. You now need to click and drag a connection from that resource importer to the stockpiles at each of your slots. Then you should have a working, running production line. Okay, resource conveyor, yes. From here to here. Okay. And then one might also just do this as well. Did that automatically attach? I can't tell if it did or not. Okay, complete the line. Continue placing slots to complete the full production line and begin exporting cars. If you need to rotate any slots, you can use the R key or the middle mouse button. I did that. Would you stop? Why does it keep turning itself on? It's just being rude, waiting for resources. Okay. All right, well, where'd we get up to? The fit body, the paint, 1, 2. The fit engine, 1, 2. The fit accessories, 1, 2. the quality check on the, oh, right, export now. Okay, this one has to go like here. Okay, because it's going out there. So you export at the export location. Very good. But before we do that, we need the quality check. Now, is there such a thing as a reworking? Who's he? Make steel. Oh, dearie me. Power plant maintenance by export. Got that quality check. Quality check. We probably want the quality check. Now, if there's a rework, where does it go? Actually, you know what? Let's leave some space in there. Okay, that's the quality check. So if we need to do a rework, we can. This, now what are you? You're the fit accessories. We should put the fit electronics in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I like the look of that. Okay, now we're going to put the conveyor belt in. We are spending a little bit of money. Got 2.3 million left. That got to be good, right? Okay, where's this thing? It's all the way up here. Okay. Okay, now what we haven't got yet is the rest of our yes, thank you, stockpile supplied. Long conveyor direction? No, at all not. Okay. Doesn't look like those guys need that. Now, here's the situation. And the situation is that the conveyor belt seems to be going in the wrong direction. Unless we put this in the wrong direction. Surely not. Surely we didn't get that completely messed up, did we? You will likely take these. Hang on. It's too early in the game for klutz. Surely not. Surely yes. It looks like Now, can we move this? It looks like we can move it. Oh, great. I've put them all in the wrong way. Well, you've started off the game and the first thing you did was klutz it up. That takes either some amazing skill or an absolute botchy job. Now, all right, let's we don't need this or this or those, or as it turns out, probably that. Okay, what are you deleting items? The demolish tool can be used to delete single items, or as a click and drag system to delete an entire area. You can also right-click most items to delete them. Note that if you want to delete a resource conveyor but leave the slot under it intact, you need to hold down the Shift key. Really? Need to hold down the shift key. Right clicking will also do it. Oh, shift key. Status, no route for resources. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at you. Is that how that works? How very interesting. Ah, interesting. Okay, but what we don't have at the moment is it hooked up to any resources. So we just need to do that. Why does it keep turning itself back on? So irritating. But wait, there's more. Not only do you get the knife and fork spoon set, you get to manufacture motor cars as well. Nothing too shabby about that production line, I would have said. But what I am going to do is run this up here like this. Okay. Okay. Did I not put it in the... really? Seriously? What? Okay, hold on. Waiting for resources. Okay. Waiting for I think this is working. Let's just check this out. Are these what's required? I believe so. Okay, now if they make it there, which they are doing, then they should make it over here as well. Fit electronics. There's no electronics. Okay, well and here we go. We're starting to manufacture sedan model B. Sure. We are in production. And do you know what? Does that look like a thumbnail to anyone? I think it does. I think that's the thumbnail. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are making the orange-coloured sedan. I wonder if we are going to mix up the paint schemes or whether I managed to manually set them all to orange. Oh, Chief Operating Officer, we need to produce a lot more cars. Well, thank you. You're a rocket scientist. I love this Chief Operating Officer dude. He's on top of the program. So we're going there. Okay, so what's happening here? It seems like we just manufacture them as we need them. We've got a queue there. They're being set up there. That's our first one, actually. He's doing pretty good. And he's in the paint shop. I wonder if he's going to be orange. Do you think he's going to be orange? It's hard to tell. So what's happening here? Now this guy's getting an engine. There you go. He might even be getting some wheels if we're lucky. Okay. What's that? Tyre imported. Steering column imported. Oh, it got wheels on him as well. Cool. It's an interesting looking sedan, isn't it? It's actually a 5-door model. I don't know that I'd class that as a sedan. I'd be more inclined to put that as a sporty model. What have we got going on here? Accessories. Headlights are accessories. I imagine in this world they might be. Game has been auto-saved. Well, thank you, game. We'll move up here. We're going to electronics now. Pretty sure this is electronics. Yep. And this is energy produced and consumed by this factory. Okay, well, here we go. We should be all the way up here, which is a fair way away, to the quality check. At least I have to report, ladies and gentlemen, to the board and to our shareholders in general, that we are an equal opportunity employer. You will note here, and I'm assuming, that these particular individuals with the reddish brown hair are in fact females. And they make up the majority of our quality staff. Oh, here we go. Now, this is the place where the magic happens. This is export. And these dudes here look like those lovely individuals who we often refer to as sales and marketing. So, car stocks. Let's have a look at our car stock when this guy is actually getting ready to leave the factory. And let's see what happens at normal speed. We should end up with a car in the showroom. There it is. So let's pause for a second. We have the sedan Model B, $23,500. We have one of them in there. Now, features: basic car, basic lights, basic wheels, emissions, front vent, internal combustion engine, performance check, solid roof. Oh, I see. So none of these things add value to the car. Oh, okay, so we can have a basic model and then we can add different things to it, and that will increase its cost. Okay, that's fair. All right, so let's turn the game on and see how long it takes for us to sell this guy. Oh, he's gone already. Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. All right, well, it turns out that at the moment we are not producing them particularly fast, but let's see what we've got going on. Car stock, car sales, showroom for sale. All right, what we need is some R&D, so that we can start developing other things. Now, we can use these slots down here. And so I think what we'll do is we'll start off with 2 R&D positions, if we can. But it doesn't look like we can actually. Oh, sorry, we've got a hint up. You just built your first research department. Now we have researchers working for us. It's time to choose where they should concentrate their efforts. To make research go more rapidly, you might wish to build more and more facilities, if funds allow. Yeah, well, I wanted to build one, but you stopped me because you just wanted to lather on. That was like $140,000 we just whoopied there. This research screen shows all the different technologies you will need to research to compete in the world of car production. Research costs research points. That sounds funny if you don't. But if you just ignore the English for a minute, research costs research points, which are regularly generated by each research facility you have placed. You can only research one tech at a time, and you have to pay the researchers' wages even when they do not work. So you should always be working on something. Well, yeah, that's true. So let's actually, you know what? Let's just pause that for a second and pause this for a second, and go back here to research while it's paused. Because we have different categories of research. We can research technologies, which are basically features that go into our cars. Okay, that's one. Then we can research processes, which are how we make things and what we do. See here, for example, you've got, you can specialize in the chassis area and work on axles and fuel tanks and batteries and, you know, all that stuff. And then we've got different designs. Now design research, the design tech tree works differently to the others. Of course it does. Design points are generated by design studio facilities, which you can only place in your factory once you have researched body design. Yeah, well, okay, so that's a good point. Because at the moment we have sedans, and see, these are the research points. You know, I don't know if the sedan is probably bigger than the compact. But I think for Grumpota, sorry, I think I would probably like to go compact than sports body, actually, and maybe even vans. Yeah, so I'm thinking of small van, sports body and compact body, and we'll leave the SUV and the off-road bodies alone. So we need to research now body design. Now maybe it's down in here, door specialization, body specialization. Where was it? Was it body specialization? No. Improved, no. Admin. Do we want admin? Advanced production, power production, no. Research center, there we go. Body design. And body design comes under administration. So let's start off straight away. Design studio. 2,920 points. Sure. Did I just do that? Research now. Doesn't like me wanting to research that because I haven't researched administration. So let's do that first. I feel that that was a success. Okay, now what are we doing over here? We can see that we've got a bottleneck down here, and then in paint, well, sorry, the first bottleneck is fit body. Then we have an issue with paint, and these ones seem to be going along quite nicely. Oh, message from Chief Operating Officer. Yeah, thank you. You're a rocket scientist, aren't you? What are you doing in a car factory if you're a rocket scientist? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just on the 40-minute mark in, and everything seems to be going moderately well. We are making cars. We are making our budget model, and it's going along quite nicely. We have some bottlenecks, but overall going fairly well. Now, if we could look at our finances for a minute. That might help us. My pre-learning game play guide to learn details of how to play. Actually, let's just check this for a minute and see if we can move on. Money. Marketing. Oh, we haven't got marketing yet. Level editing. No. Factory shortcut keys. Oh, shortcut keys. What have we got? Rotate current objects. Pause. Normal speed, fast speed, extra speed. Toggle user interface. Overhead conveyor belts. Slot warning notices. Close current window. WASD. Move camera right. Okay, well, I don't see finances. Do not see finances. Maybe it's in statistics. Vehicle production per hour is 1. That's good. Got a lot of square meterage. Slots running. Running at 44% efficiency, I'm guessing that is. Yeah. Production line speed 100%. Right. Phase speed 100%. 100%. Total employees 47. Defect 0. Oh, that's fine. Asset refund rate. So right. Production slots. Oh. Both components. Whoa. Features. Whoa. Okay. I'm okay with this at the moment, but and of course we are also researching that. Let's just have a look at something else for a minute. If we were to, for example, look inside our vehicles, maybe the next thing we want actually is an automatic. How much is automatic? Performance, entertainment, fast engine. Ooh, hybrid powertrain and was wheels. Convenience, no. Environment, no. Security, no. Driver, power steering, cruise control. That's nice. Safety. Well, where's engine? Where's automatic transmission? Must be. Wow, cruise, look at this. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. All sorts of stuff, but I'm not seeing anything in the automatic transmission. Electric powertrain, fast powertrain. Stop engines, blah, 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 fast engine. Fit powertrain, engine specialization. I didn't see automatic transmission. Powered steering, it's not automatic transmission. Ah. Power steering, there's the cruise control, automatic steering. Steering wheel, airbag, tire pressure, parking. Huh. Well, I'll be. So a lot of it is not about the actual technology of the engine and such. More like what sort of car you actually end up with. Hybrids and electric. Maybe that comes under engine specialization. Maybe. Okay, but one thing that we are going to be looking at quite soon is the chassis specialization. Because we've got a bit of a, well, actually painting actually is where our bottleneck, hang on, I can't even remember now, we had 2 bottlenecks. Yeah, we've got a little bottleneck at paint, but a big bottleneck down here. So I'm probably thinking we should add at least one specialization in there. But we're going to need to complete our research. Current cash balance. Oh, click for financial details. Oh, there you go. Income. Income is just up there now, which has just beat expenses. And then profit is this dude here. Now, what's the difference between a profit and an operating profit? Oh, an operating profit is if you take out capital expense, and a profit is if you include capital expense. Okay, right, so operating profits dropping, blah, 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 going up. Yeah, the main point here is that income is higher than expenses. And that is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish off here. We're making cars. Oh, are you back again? Oh, hold that thought. It looks like one of your car models is too cheap. A well-priced model will always have a few cars in the showroom looking for buyers if they sell out too fast. It's a sign you can afford to raise the prices slightly. That's true, but we don't want this to go into the mid-range, but we could range it by, how about that, $1,000. Gross profit. What? Wow, okay, we're losing money in this model. Really? Wow, okay. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's keep going and see what happens. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Let's just go down here so we can watch things progress. Here we are. Our production line is underway and we are making money. Now, in our next episode, we need to be getting on with things. And hopefully our R&D will be progressing. We might speed up the game so that we get the R&D done in the next episode and see where that takes us. But until then, stay well everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.